You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
I have to give this movie a 6.5 out of 10.
Beautiful people and tennis. I
mean, what more do you need?
Sometimes more is not more.
Exactly. It's a very, very good movie.
Quite an endorsement.
Yes.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Valentine and a good love story go hand in hand. And if you're looking for the perfect movie to set the mood, our resident film critic Michael Cook is here with a couple of great recommendations. Today he's bringing us two heartfelt picks. Brooklyn, starring Saoirse Ronan as a young Irish immigrant navigating love and life in the 1950s, New York. And second, Crossing Delancey, a charming 1988 romantic comedy about the ups and downs and sometimes downright silly moments of dating. All right, Michael, well, these are kind of off the beaten path for me.
Kind of hidden gems in the romance area. The two films that I just adore.
You know, I think folks at home are really going to appreciate this, something they probably haven't seen. So how about we start with
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. All right, good deal.
Step over this way, please. Get out of the line. Next. Passport, please. Welcome to the United States, ma'am.
Dear Rose, I miss you and Mother and think about you every day. The most important news is that I have a job and I'm in a boarding house.
I was glad to see you finally got some letters from home today.
I wish that I could stop feeling that I want to be an Irish girl in Ireland.
Homesickness is like most sicknesses. It will pass.
Would you dance with me?
I'm not Irish.
So what were you doing at an Irish dance?
I really like Irish girls.
I met somebody, an Italian fella. Tell me.
I want to ask you something, and you're gonna say, oh, it's too soon. Will you come for dinner and meet my family?
I'd love to.
You like Italian food?
I'm going to say splash anytime I see problems.
Good idea.
Splash! You just splashed his mother, his father, and the walls. Let's go again.
You want to go home, I guess.
How would it be for you if I did go home?
I'd be afraid.
Afraid that I wouldn't come back.
Yeah. Home is home.
Ireland must seem very backward to you now.
Is that Jim Farrell I saw? He's a catch for someone.
I have a life halfway across the sea.
Your life here could be just as good. I want you to stay here with me.
Home is home.
Okay, I kind of feel like that movie's going to have the ugly cry at the end, but in a good way.
It's a fantastic movie. I mean, obviously I picked it, so I'm going to rave about it. It came out in 2015. It's set in the early 1950s. Saoirse Ronan plays a young Irish woman who moves to New York to find a better life because there's no work in her small town. She gets a job at a department store, has her own place at a boarding school, and meets this nice young Italian boy from an Italian-American family, and their romance starts to blossom all the while she tries to navigate life in the big city in a whole new country, learning the customs and mores of a culture that she's not familiar with. Saoirse Ronan is just absolutely fantastic. She's one of our one of the best young actresses working today. She's not even 30 yet, already been nominated for 4 Oscar awards. And here, this role is just a perfect encapsulation. She just is just fantastic as this young woman who just trying to make a better life for herself and find love and find her way. But yet, of course, she still has yearnings for home. You know, there's always that pull of Ireland, and the movie has a little bit of a love triangle. Does she stay? Does she go? Where does she end up? It's just an absolutely lovely movie in terms of it's how the specificness of her time in the 1950s as an Irish immigrant is a classic example of how it becomes universal, and that even though you'll never be a young woman from Ireland in the 1950s, you can still understand it because this movie is just absolutely fantastic. It's available on Amazon Prime. I give it a 10 out of 10. One of my all-time favorite movies. I highly recommend. Great for Valentine's Day.
I knew you were a diehard romantic deep down inside. Cool thing about that movie, two things. One is it seems very authentic with the accents, and the way it's shot. It has kind of that grainy kind of.
You feel like you're in the 1950s in New York City. It
exactly
does.
Right.
Yes.
All right, very cool. Okay, well, moving on to Crossing Delancey.
Yes.
Turn here!
Hang on
to this woman, Lionel. Loyalty like this doesn't walk through the door every day.
Maybe I'll just call him.
Is he married? Separated. You made an appointment with a marriage broker?
When I was your age, I was married, I had a life. A dog should live alone, not people.
When an uptown girl,
She's great. She's funny, honest, direct.
gets fixed up with a downtown guy,
He makes pickles.
Pickles.
Pickles,
He sells pickles?
Pickles, you are joking.
they both end up on the rocky road to romantic comedy.
It's a match! Nah, not so fast.
Crossing Delancey, a funny movie about getting serious.
Funny movie about getting serious. Okay.
Exactly. This came out in 1988. Stars Amy Irving. She plays a young woman, her mid-30s. Everybody wants her to get married. She's in the intellectual, literary publishing world and trying to get move ahead in her career. Her grandmother, her booby, as she is called, sets her up with a matchmaker who puts her on a date with a pickle owner, a pickle salesman. He owns his own pickle company on Delancey Street. While at the same time, she also has a thing for Jordan, the handsome man in the middle there, Jordan Krabbe, who's an author. So another love triangle just also happened to be set in New York City, like the previous film. Amy Irving is just delightful at this movie. She is very smart and very driven, but also, wants to make her bubby happy and agrees to go on the date with Peter Reichert, the pickle salesman. And it turns out there might be a little bit of spark, but he's not from her world. He's kind of working class. She's kind of the intellectual, but yet there might be something there. This movie is just absolutely fantastic. It's for grown-ups. It's just wonderfully done. It's, again, another one of my favorite films. I give this one also a 10 out of 10. I just can't rave about it enough.
Cute. I love laughing at love sometimes,
Exactly.
because it can be a little challenging. I'm going to watch it just to see if there's a happy ending.
There just might be.
Well, happy Valentine's Day to you,
Same to you.
Michael. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Two fantastic picks for a Valentine's movie night. If Brooklyn is calling your name, you can stream it now on Hulu and Amazon Prime. And if you're in the mood for the charm of Crossing Delancey, you can rent it through Amazon Prime, Apple TV Plus, or Fandango at home. Now it's time to ignite your senses as we take you on an expedition into the luxurious world of Bath & Body Works. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.